Hello. In this video, I'm going to explain how to configure the virtual world viewer and how to log in into the virtual world and how to do the very first activity that you need to do, which is to claim your treehouse. So let's go here to assignments. That's the first activity that you need to do, and you need to do it pretty soon. So by the day before our first synchronous meeting on Thursday, so by Wednesday, you should have done this so that you can show up in class on Thursday. So let's do this. So you are to download this called Firestorm Viewer. You can download it for your operating system, Windows or Mac, or maybe some of you have Linux. Then I assume that you know how to run it, so run it. And what's going to happen next is I'm going to explain to you how you configure after you run it the first time. Okay? So I assume that you will be able to run it, and you will see something like this. This is a viewer that is used to access a virtual world called Second Life, but this is not Second Life. So what we're going to access is a server that is running on my machine at UCI. It has absolutely nothing to do with Second Life. We are just happen to be using the viewer, so the client side that is the same kind of client. And so that's why you see a lot of references to Second Life, but we're not going to go there at all. And that is part of the configuration settings that I'm going to explain to you how to do. So the first thing that you need to do is go to Viewer, pull out the Viewer menu, and go to Preferences. Okay, so there's many preferences over here, and I'm just going to check some that are the most important ones. So in general, you can leave it everything as it is. Chat, same thing. Color, same thing. Graphics, you may want to adjust some parameters, but I unfortunately cannot tell you exactly how because it depends very much on your computer. So if you have a good computer with a good graphics card, you can really crank some of these settings up. For example, the quality and speed performance, you may want to put it a little higher than the default. The draw distance, you may want to put it a little bit higher than this, maybe 256, around something like that. Or if you really have a really good graphics card, you can really crank it up, 500 and something. But you should probably have it at least 128 or 200, between 100 and 200, something like that, to have a good experience so that you can view more things around you. Some of these shaders, again, I don't know what computer you have. If you don't have a good graphics card, I suggest that you leave everything as you have in the defaults. If you have a good graphics card that you can play, really good games, then you can check some of the atmospheric shaders, go even to advanced lighting that in this box I don't even have that as an option. So you can turn on shadows, for example, to make it nicer. But so let's assume that you can just leave everything as it is, just increase the draw distance a little bit more than the minimum. Let's go to sounds and media. The important thing here is that you should allow media autoplay. So this setting should be enabled. So on sounds and media autoplay should be enabled. You may also want to check allow in-world scripts to play media. This is all good. You may also want to check on music, the tab music, allow audio streams to autoplay, right? And then very important, on the voice tab, make sure that voice is enabled, okay? Enable voice because the virtual world actually has in-world voice that we may be using. So those are important settings here, the sounds for the media for autoplay and the voice that should be enabled. Next is network and files. The one setting that you may want to change here on directories is to increase the cache size. So the default is 2000 megabytes, so 2 gigabytes, but you may want to put it a little bit higher, okay? Around 6 giga. This is so that every time that you log in, you already have a lot of the assets cached in your local machine so that it will be faster. Okay, move and view. You can leave everything as is, notifications, you can send everything in here can stay. The next very important one, and actually the most critical one, is the OpenSIM tab. Okay, so the OpenSIM is the server that I'm running. This is when it's not Second Life. So what you want to do here is to add a new grid and add the grid that is the server where we are going to be working. And that address is also given on the assignment here. Let me show you. It's this address over here. So you may want to just copy this exactly as it is. So it's http://niagara.ics.uci.edu colon 8002. All right, so copy that, paste it into this box, and then click apply. All right, and something on the background should have changed at this point, which is a good thing. Now don't forget to click OK here, okay, to apply the settings changes that you have done. Just said OK, and just for good measure, let's go back again and make sure that everything is good. So specifically sound and media. All right, the media autoplay enabled. Okay, everything is good. Okay, so once you see this screen, this is the screen that tells you that this is my UCI server. So from here on, you are able to log in with your UCI net ID using the standard protocol for logging into sites within UCI. So ignore these boxes for now. Click here on the UCI single sign-on. Okay, this will start a web browser. That's good. That's exactly what we want. And I'm sorry, this is machine that I'm doing the streaming is a little slow because I'm running a lot of things at the same time. So you get to this web page, just say let me in, and now you're going to log in with your UCI net ID. So I'm going to log in here. Yeah, and this is the standard thing. Don't save. Go here, this is the two-factor authentication. You'll probably get a message here on your phone. Say approve. And from here on, you will see your username, which is your username at UCI, and some gibberish password. And I don't care that you are seeing this because I will change it. But so now you should copy your username, go back to the world viewer, paste it here on the username, and you may want to click remember username, and then you go back again, copy the password, okay, and type it there on the password, and you may also want to just set it, and the viewer will remember. You'll never have to worry about it again. Okay, so remember username, remember password, then you log in. This may take a few seconds, especially the first time that you log into this world, because you have nothing cached on your local machine. So everything, all the assets, all the 3D assets and textures are going to be brought in from my server into your computer. Okay, so when you log in somewhere, you'll have some pop-up saying play media. You just say always play media, always play media, enable the media, okay, enable everything, allow from here, it's from Twitch TV because that's where I will be streaming. Yes, allow this domain and enable um, allow some, again, a lot of domains, because in this environment I have a lot of media streams. Okay, so now you logged in somewhere into this world. I happen to log in a place where I was before, so let me go down. I'm going to actually start with a tumble down from the sky. All right. So you log in somewhere, you land in some place of the virtual world. You will see that there are some trees nearby. So your first assignment, let me tell you what it is to walk around, find a tree house that has not been taken by anyone yet, and claim it as your own by stepping on its lawn, creating an object named owner to which you apply some texture, a picture with your name on it. Okay, so let me show you how to do that. So I'm going to go find a tree house somewhere over here. All right. By the way, when you log in, this immediately starts playing the music that I have. So I want to, before I even go into tree houses, I want to point your attention to this area of the viewer up here that has a few buttons that look like plays and pauses and stuff. So there's the first button is for music. So I can turn off and on the music, right? I have a radio station playing on this environment. You can turn it off. The second one is the media. This one is the one that is going to bring the video from Twitch. So you may always want to have it on. This is not, this it doesn't get in the way in any way. It just leave it on. You can turn it off, but then when it's off, it shows that little camera, and then you can turn it on. And it's good that you have it on all the time. So let's go back here to the treehouse. You can decide there's two models of tree houses. You can decide which one you want. And again, this is super choppy because I am running several virtual machines at the same time. Let's make crash. Okay. Yeah. All right. Here we are. So we entered as a lawn that doesn't have anybody. Okay, so the assignment is that for you to create your own object. How do you create an object in here? You go here on building, build, all right? You click build. And now you can create shapes, different shapes, a cube, a sphere. So let's start with a cube. Let's point it to the world and put a cube right there. All right, and now you will see that there's lots of properties over here on this object. So let's call it the object owner. All right, this is the name of the object. And I want to put my name on it. So I want the object to be a little bit bigger than what it is right now. So let's go into the object and make it perhaps on the y-axis. No, on the x-axis. Maybe 2 meters, something like that. And another maybe 1 meter on height. So we have something like this. Let me show you. I'll walk around. There's our object over there. Okay, so now I want to put my name on it. We need to apply a texture. And this is the part where you probably are going to use some external tool for creating an image. It can be as simple as the program Paint on Microsoft Windows. There's similar programs also on the Mac. Just find a program that you can create a texture of size, perhaps 600 by 400, something like that, and you just write your name on it. Okay, just write your name. I don't happen to have a texture like that in this particular virtual machine, so I'm just going to upload some whatever texture I find. So how do you upload the texture here? You go here to build again, upload, and then image. Okay, this pops up something that you can find on your computer. And this is, as I told you, this is a virtual machine, so I don't have almost anything in here. Let me see what I have. Yeah, I may have some, with luck, some texture somewhere. Okay, so here's a PNG of Firestorm. So there's a picture over here. This is a random picture. So you're supposed to upload a picture with your name on it. So I'm just going to upload it here. Upload. And this is going to be uploaded into my inventory, which is something that you can access clicking on this icon that's a suitcase over here. Okay, you can open and close your inventory. Okay, so now that we have uploaded the texture, we're going to right click on the object. The Mac users, you have to figure out what the right click is, because I never know exactly. I'm not a Mac user. There's some combination of Control and Alt for you to pop up the right click. Go to Edit, and now let's go to the Texture tab and click on Texture. And now we open the Textures folder and we select this texture that we uploaded. Okay, this one happens to have a transparent background, so it doesn't quite look very good, but that's the only texture that I had here on this machine. All right, so this is how you can put your texture with your name on an object in World, so that other people will know that this particular treehouse has been claimed, and this will be your treehouse for the remainder of the quarter. You may want to explore a little bit more. So in particular, if you want to climb to your treehouse, you can either go through the stairs, or there's a teleporter over here that will take you into the treehouse, or it can take you directly into the auditorium, which is the place where we are going to meet for the synchronous classes, or can take you to the mall. There's a mall in here that you can go get some more stuff. But this should be enough. I will be posting more videos about exploring this virtual environment, but this should be enough to get you going for the first activity, and to get you to log in into the world for Thursday. See you soon.